All right, y'all. So in today's video, we got these three little boys acting absolutely ratchet. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate y'all for clicking. If you're a returning viewer, what's popping? And hey, let's get right into it.
Rule number one.
I will never paint my nails.
Not even clear.
Absolutely.
Stay out of the nail school.
Paint is paint.
Rule number two.
I will never buy a man purse.
I got black and white plastic bags in the kitchen. Use them. Rule number three.
Anyone can be a man.
Watch who you flirt with on television and on social media.
It's just crazy that this even got to be a rule set. But it do, man. Even Kendrick said it in the song, man. You better off with one woman. Everything tricky right now. I ain't saying that's exactly what he meant, but it can definitely be used in that way, and it wouldn't be a wrong use. It wouldn't be a misuse of the term. You got to be careful, man.
I still got my eyes on that damn Megan Thee Stallion.
Be careful with
Shell is really
so-called
Michael Obama. Rule number four.
Never do TikTok dances.
If I ever see one of y'all doing that,
that?
shake your hips, or that belt to ass. Rule number five.
Ass.
I will wear my pants correctly.
I better not catch none of y'all sagging like you want something stuck up your ass.
See, and it's credited none of the rules, you know what I mean? But I'm from an era where niggas used to sag their pants, you know what I mean? We used to wear our pants sagging off, and that was the gangster shit now. That was the gangster shit back then, you know what I mean? But we living under new rules apparently, and that might not be a bad standard to set. I mean, live how you want to live. I mean, I used to do that shit when I was young too, but I'm 34 now, bro. Like, it don't even feel right to wear my pants below my waist. Like, it's uncomfortable. Like, you can't walk like that. You can't stand up properly. Like, it don't feel good. So that is something I'm definitely gonna teach my kids. I kind of understand it now. Like, coming from an adult to a child point of view, it's like, why would you even wear pants like that? You might as well not be wearing them. You know what I mean?
Last but not least, rule number 6. I better not catch you sucking on no pacifier, boy. You hear me?
I should have, baby. Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that. That shit caught me off guard. And it's, now that I think about it, it's funny. Like, my kids had pacifiers. I got two boys, right? My kids did have pacifiers, but it was very short lived. Like, pacifiers was some infant shit, maybe about the age that baby was. But that shit was funny, man. Like, it's weird. It's crazy that we gotta set rules for masculinity. Like, masculinity should be an unwritten rule concept. Like, it's just certain things that you do that are more masculine than other things, and there's certain things you do that are just plain feminine, bro. There's certain things you do that disqualify you from being a man, and that's not, you know, me being some kind of fucking gatekeeper or whatever y'all want to call it, man. But we got rules and regulations in everything in life for a reason. Because if you don't do something a certain way, then you can't call it the same thing. Like, if you calling yourself a man, but you walking around in skirts with purses and with your fingernails painted, I ain't gonna point out no rapper names, but I'm sure y'all could think of one from Atlanta. But if you're saying you a man, but you doing all of these girly things, then we just blurring the lines that don't need to be blurred, dude. Like, we wouldn't. No dude wants a woman that's masculine, so why the fuck is dudes walking around feminine? Like, that's a 1+1 situation, bro. It don't make sense.
When he at my house, you're cleaning up after yourself. You have chores, you cleaning, you washing dishes. I taught the nigga how to cook whatever he want to eat, whatever the case may be, like the easy stuff, because he only 13. But he knows how to do these things.
Yeah.
I think one day she asked me what he was doing. I'm like, oh no, he cooking right now. She said, he what?
Exactly.
I'm like, he cooking. She's like, what you mean? Like, he's making him something. What do you mean? What do I mean? Like, what you talking about? That nigga, he act like he can't. Ooh. No, over here he doing all of this.
Yeah.
And when he go over there is, oh no, I'm cooking for him. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. Blah blah blah.
Getting pampered. He in paradise.
He getting pampered. That's why he like motherfucking going over there. It's a break, but it's a fucking break from all of the responsibilities that you have over here. But what is that telling him? You know what I'm saying? Luckily he got me, but just think about the women who who don't have a kid's father around, you're constantly like, oh, it's okay. Well, you raising him to be soft as hell.
S-O-F capital T, soft.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10. Open this fucking door. Oh, come on, mama. Come on, mama. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Show 4 out of that. Dad do that. You can open the door.
Wow.
Bitch,
Raise your kids, man.
open up this door, because I'm not playing. All my fucking knows, y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
You know how to count. You have hands. Open the door.
Open up this door before we break this bitch.
Break it. Go ahead.
I'm finna break something up in this bitch. I'm God. I'm finna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that for too with y'all. Do not play with me.
You
Do
can
not.
like that, but you can't open the door.
Do not play with me. Open this door, my trash it.
You can open it.
I will trash this off.
I'm closed. All right, we're sorry.
Son, open this door. Get out.
Oh, I'm just gonna say it, man. These little boys are sassy as hell, and that's the cost of ratchetry. That's what happens when ratchets become single mothers. Ain't nothing wrong with being a single mom, but it's, in my opinion, it's something absolutely wrong with raising little boys to be little girls. Like, America gonna be mad when we ain't got no more men left that are willing and ready to defend this country or defend our women, because these little boys ain't defending shit but they pride. And that's something that need to be let go if you're gonna grow into the man that you're supposed to be. Like, these little boys are growing up to be ratchet too. And then I'm sure down the line women gonna look at it like, oh, there ain't no men left, because this is all they gonna have left. The opposite of a man. Like, I'm not trying to be too offensive, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, and the truth always speaks louder than the rest, man. But in all seriousness, in my eyes, man, this is exactly why I'm here for my sons. Not saying that my wife is the type to let my boys grow up to not be men, but to a certain degree, she can't. It's up to the dad to be there to set the example as a man, because kids learn by what they see, not by what you tell them to be. And if you set an example to be the type of man that they should be, and they seeing you do that every day, then the proper mentality is going to set in. It's just the natural course of things. Like I always say, man, it takes a man to raise a man. And these little boys obviously didn't have no kind of man in their life, man. And that shit just breaks my heart, honestly. Like, he throwing the same type of tantrum that you see a ratchet black girl throwing in any given video on the internet. And then everybody wonder why our people are still looked down upon after all that we've been through, after so much improving we doing. We're taking 10 steps back from all of that by having our kids raised and act like this, bro. And I'm sure they see this type of videos on the internet, and they probably see their mom or whoever they be around acting like that. And that just goes to show we really do need to set a better example for all of our kids, boys and girls, man. Like, we need to show and prove that we better than acting like this in public. Even more so goes to show that fathers are needed more than ever, if nothing else, to keep our young men from acting like ratchet young ladies. Like, that shit's just unacceptable.
Like, when are we going to start talking about that there's a lot of men who are raised primarily by females that actually just don't know how to integrate masculinity appropriately? And they don't even think about this. I mean, dudes who grow up where it's like there's the mom, their aunt, their grandma, but there's no father figure, no uncles, no grandfathers, none of that. So then they ultimately start adopting feminine mannerisms and don't realize it because they're never around dudes. And here's another consequence of that. Usually when you grow up with females, you don't actually know how to be in male friend groups. You can just see this almost automatically when they come around. And then they also feel inferior around guys who have adopted the traits that they do not know how to adopt. And this causes a lot of friction later on in their livelihood, because it's like they're trying to integrate themselves in brotherhoods, in friend groups, and it doesn't work because they're just too emotional, too reactive. They don't know how to adopt the traits that the other members have, and then they get frustrated because the members judge them in a certain way, because it's like, bro, what are you doing? And that's the consequence of being raised by primarily females, because it's like the guys are telling them, hey, you need to change how the way you act, and they're like, I don't know how to change.
Yeah, man, it's all good points. And, it takes a man to raise a man, right? And, like, I say this from a point of view, like, I was raised primarily by my grandma. My mom was around. My sisters were there. I had a bunch of aunties to help and everything. But I also had, male friends, big brothers, cousins, and stuff like that to more or less punk me and bully me into knowing the difference between masculinity and femininity. And it definitely helps the mentality of a growing boy, you know what I mean? But we live in a society where it's just not okay to push people or teach people the proper way to be. The proper way to be nowadays is however the fuck you want to be. And that's not really how masculinity works. Like a lot of these young dudes are just way too emotional. They pop off and attack women for any reason that don't make sense at all. Instead of learning how to control their emotions, which is one of the most masculine things you could do. As far as young men goes, like sometimes it only takes a word of wisdom and a show of masculinity for them to realize that, okay, this is how I be happy in my body as a male. This is how I move as a male. This is how I move as a man. You know what I mean? Like I got 2 sons, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let either one of them grow up soft, for lack of better words, but I'm gonna definitely teach them how to be who you are and not what the world says you're able to be. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let society raise my children before I do. Like that's just not gonna happen.
Fellas, if you're a new daddy and you're about to raise a boy, here's a few tips that may be helpful. Number 1, farts are funny. You need to laugh. Now, obviously, not at church or funerals, but everywhere else it needs to be acknowledged with a high five and given a rating. Number 2, play fight with him every day. I can personally say that my 3-year-old gets a lot of joy out of seeing his father in pain that he's inflicted. Makes him feel tough and gives him confidence. Do it. If you can't do that, talking to the spouse now, ma'am, you married another woman. Number 3, look for any opportunity to point out how strong he is. Every time they pick up something, freak out, call a mandatory timeout, and go feel his muscles. Comparing him to the Hulk or Iron Man is always a great idea. Number 4, make sure that boy knows how glad you are for him to be your son. You need to get about this far from his face 8 times a day and say, boy, you mine, I love you, and your daddy's proud of you. Believe me, instead of another toy, that's what he wants more than anything. And lastly, this thing right here don't just hold up your pants. It also helps develop common sense, integrity, and character.
He ain't lying.
Didn't I ask you to clean up the room, son? What's going on, man?
I said I'm gonna do it. Why you got that on?
Oh, cause you just said you could whoop me. You said you pay the bills in the house and all that. You was like, I ain't your daddy, and at this point, you grown. That's what you had just said.
I didn't say any of that.
Well, no, I mean, that's clearly what I heard, and I just want to make sure that I have a clear understanding of what you mean when you say, like I said, I was going to get to it, because in my mind, what you said was, man, this is my house. I ain't got to do nothing. I pay the bills up in here. Forget you, Dad. You ain't on nothing. I'm the man of the house. And I just want to clarify if that's what you said. So is that what you said?
Nah, Dad, I wouldn't be doing none of that. I don't disrespect you.
All right, well, better then. Clean it up then, shorty. Get it together. Understand who the man in the house. You hear me?
That's funny. Thank you.
Alright, y'all, so I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Jump down in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this situation in particular, but also in general, let me know what y'all thinking about men stepping back up and being allowed to raise their boys into men in this modern society. If you're new to the channel, again, I appreciate y'all clicking. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Deuces.